are some very obvious things that we can do to help change our state of consciousness. So if you're interested in raising consciousness for the world, raising consciousness for yourself, being a better version of yourself, enlightenment, and even union with God, the journey starts really with investigating who you think you are and the idea of separation from this thing called God. And how we realize that we create suffering and separation through what we think about. Now, what's stunning about this is when you realize over and over again to look at what you're thinking about so that what you're thinking about becomes objective. And then you realize that you're the witness of that. You create awareness. And when you create awareness, you're instantly freed from what you're thinking about in the sense that now it's there, objective, and you are here, subjective. Freedom from the mind is actually freedom from suffering. All suffering can be seen in the mind. What is factual. What is experiential. What is simply is. What we think about, what's mind created, is then what we like and what we don't like. What we need and what we believe we don't need. What we have ideas about, opinions about, judgments about. That is all mind created. It's all patterns taught for survival over the years, retaught, reused, overused again and again. And here we are, living a life through the mind in suffering. So we start to undo that. We start to realize what we're not. Fabulous, amazing, shocking, enlightening, stunning. I am not those thoughts. I am not that judgment. That judgment's not real. It's just thoughts. And then you realize you have a choice to actually be freed from it and live differently. And that's where you start to become aware of who you really are. You have to see what you're not to actually become recognizing constantly and allowing who you are to be your natural state of being. It sounds so weird because your natural state of being should be natural, right? But with the over-identification, like our unconscious addiction to thinking, it doesn't appear to be natural. And so we undo the thinking and the incorrect association to those thoughts. Realize that's not who we are. And we change our relationship to them. And then we start to see who we really are. Freed from the suffering. Freed from the judgment, the incessant judgment. Freed from all these ideas of what's right or wrong. So we actually can live without that suffering, without those thoughts. And what's there? What remains when the ideas cease to exist, when they cease to control us? Can you imagine? This infinite presence of life, of radiance, of perfection right now. And you live it, and you witness it, and you are it. And that is what it's all about. That's why you were born, was to know this.